This isn't the kind of video I usually make. I am a filmmaker, I know. And my creative journey began with love for visual effects, storytelling, and all-round filmmaking. And I like that, I still do. But over time, I decided to finally scratch that itch for technology that I have been having. So I got this idea that, what if I could bring a character to life, not digitally, but in the real world, physically, by building expressive robots and trying to emulate life through technology. Now I see myself as a creative, not bound by any one title. My whole existence is to create through whatever means I find fitting at the time and to bring life to my ideas. So this project, which is one I have been putting off for quite a while for reasons like, where do I start? I don't know enough. Is it too late to start? Is there even a market for this? And so on and so on. But then this statement came to my mind. While you're busy contemplating if you can or cannot, someone else will do it, and with even less than you have. So as Thanos said, dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now that destiny is here and has held me by my neck, I have to follow through. So watch me throughout this journey of learning robotics from scratch. And when I say scratch, I mean scratch. All I knew about electronics was this green thingy is connected to this other thingy, and that's about it. I didn't even know what a PCB was, which brings me to this video is sponsored by JLC PCB, and you will see how this saved me from going insane later down the line in the next videos to come. JLC PCB provides easy, affordable, and reliable PCB and PCBA solutions, empowering electronics engineers to develop projects efficiently. JLC PCB makes it easy, affordable, and reliable to bring your ideas to life. Ordering PCBs from JLC PCB is as easy as upload your Gerber file, get an instant quote, and order in minutes. It's as easy as online shopping. Get 1 to 8 layer PCBs for just $2. Efficient large-scale production, reducing cost and bringing you unbeatable prices. Their quality and lead time is reliable, with an all in-house production, ensuring quality stability and strict quality control in every process, with rapid turnaround, lightning fast PCBs production in just 24 hours. Crazy. Don't miss JLC PCB's 6-layer PCB special. Get $30 off with a coupon and enjoy top quality 6-layer PCBs for just $5. Plus finish with no engineering fees for VR InPad. Now back to the video. So how do I go about building a robot without any knowledge at all? Well, first things first is to admit to myself that I do not know. I do not know anything at all, but I can learn. So I broke it down into several steps, and step 1 is project-based learning, or PBL for short. And this is the only way to really learn these kind of things, because there are so many information out there and it can be overwhelming or too attractive, which would lead to jumping from one to another without actually learning anything. But with PBL, it can guide you, keep you focused, filter every unnecessary thing out, and make a coherent understanding of all the discombobulated knowledge. Now this robot or project I am building is called Cubot, because it is a cube robot. Yeah. Anyway, what is this project about? Well, it is to make an interactive companion robot that moves around and kinda has a soul of its own. So first I began with a rough sketch, nothing fancy, just a pen and paper, trying to know what it would look like. And luckily I had a little bit of 3D software knowledge, so I modeled it in Blender. Then I got my hardware components, I started learning electronics and programming, and eventually I made the masterpiece. Well, yeah. I wish I could say it was that easy and I did it in that sequence, but I would be lying. Well, the first part was true. The first iteration, which I called Bob for some reason, started with a simple sketch and molded in Blender, but I had absolutely no idea about design rules, dimensions, tolerances, fittings, clearance, or even how to turn it into a physical object. Now, it took a while, but I eventually looked up what material electronics was made of, mostly ABS, and that's when I learned about 3D printing, the fancy technology. I learned about slicers, different types of filaments and their properties, and I watched a bazillion tutorials about that and got stuck on it for quite a while. But I didn't have a 3D printer, so all I could really do was place an order for the model part in Blender and place an order for it online, which I did, but it got rejected, saying there were some problems with the model and I could not figure out why. It frustrated me for quite a while trying to figure out what the problem was. All I knew was that it looked cool and good visually, but I didn't really know what was wrong with the model. And I got stuck in another tutorial hell trying to figure out what the problem was. But eventually I got out and I decided to download the slicer software Cubot, but still without a printer. I uploaded the model to the software and it kept on saying, the highlighted areas indicate either missing or extraneous surfaces. Fix your model and open it again in Cubot. Now what the hell is even that? I still don't think till date that I know what that is, but I gave up. And that is where I learned about CAD, Computer Aided Design, the holy grail of non-manifold models. So in the coming videos, I will take you through the journey from the CAD process to the electronics process to the programming and how I went through building this. I am still not done and I'm still, I would say, halfway, but I want to take you through the journey of Cubot and how I made it. So please stick around and I hope you find this video and the next coming videos worth a while to watch. Have a great day. I am Derek Chris.